Hello friends, it's Harith from Bonsai Labs. In today's video, I will show you how to integrate tabs provided by Material UI with React Router. With that, whenever you click any of the tabs, you will open up a new route in the browser based on the tab you have clicked. So, let's do it now. I'm here in Code Sandbox and will create a sandbox based on official React template. Then, I will add the dependency of Material UI core. Next, I will add imports for tabs and tab from Material UI core. I will remove the implementation that comes by default and add tabs in place of that. Now, I will add two tab elements, one with the label called Books and another with the label called Favorites. And as we can see, both the tabs are available as the output on the right hand side. Instead of showing them on the blank page, I will add them to the app bar. For that, I will first import app bar from Material UI core. Then I will wrap the tabs element under app bar, and with that we can see the tabs appeared inside the app bar. But as I click on them, they are not going anywhere. Ideally, we want the routes for each one of these tabs, and when we click on them, the respective route should be loaded. For that, I will start with adding a constant called routes, which is an array with two entries. The first one is /books and another entry as /favorites. And I will associate the value of tab element with these routes. But even now when I click on the elements, nothing happens. It's because the routes are not the actual routes and no content is defined for these routes. I will do that work now. I will create a new file called books.js. This file is a simple stateless component which renders all books in h1 component when rendered. This is what we want to see when we click on the Books tab. Similarly, I will create a new file called favorites.js. This file has similar implementation than before, just rendering a different title called All Favorites under h1 heading. In the current state of app, clicking on Books or Favorites tab is not going anywhere. Also, going to /books is a blank page as well. This is because even though we have components that we want to render, we have not created routes in our application. In order to do that, I will first import the dependency for React Router DOM. Next, I will import Browser Router component from React Router DOM. Then, I will wrap the entire implementation for app bar under Browser Router. The Browser Router uses HTML5 History API to keep the UI in sync with the URL that we see. Next, I will create a router using a router component under Browser Router, matching for the top level root URL, and wrap the app bar inside it. I'm doing this so that any URL that we visit in this application will first match this router and render the app bar at the top. You will soon see this when other routes start to work. We now need two more routes, one for books and another one for favorites. At any time, we want one of these routes to be visible. We do not want the content for both of these routes available at the same time. For that, I will use the switch component from React Router DOM. Within switch, I will add two routes. The first route will be at path /books, and when will render the books component that we have added in a separate file. The second route will be available under /favorites and will display the favorites component that we created a few moments ago. With this change, if I click on tabs, nothing happens. However, if I now manually type the /books endpoint, I do see some content, but it's hidden under the app bar component. Let me fix that. In the books component file, I will add a style attribute to h1 component with margin top property with a value of 15 view height. And with that, we can see the content for books under /books endpoint. Similarly, when I manually go to /favorites endpoint, I do see the content, but the content is hidden under app bar. I will apply the same style rules and we can confirm that the content from favorites component is available under /favorites endpoint. Fantastic. What's next? The click of tabs are still not taking to their corresponding endpoints. So let's connect these Material UI components with the routes that we have created with React Router DOM. The Material UI documentation has provided guidance on how to use it with routing libraries. It says to use component prop to define which component to use and a toProp to use to define the path when linking Material UI component with a routing library such as React Router DOM. Let's make use of that in our case. Back in our code, I will add a component prop to tab and provide a link component from React Router DOM. In this tab, I want /books route to be linked, so I will add route0 as the value. With that, when I go back to the app root and click on the Books tab, we see that /book route is loaded and the corresponding content from books component is rendered. Great, we have now linked React Router with Material UI component. Let's do it for another tab as well. I will make a similar change to Favorites tab, and with that, we can smoothly go back and forth between the two routes with a click of a tab provided by Material UI. But there is some problem with our code. Let's look at the console. It says the value provided to the tabs component is invalid. This is happening because tabs component expects a value prop whose value must match one of the underlying tabs values. But in our case, we have not added value prop at all. As I begin to do that, the question is, how do I know which value is active? Is it /books or is it /favorites? Clearly, the answer depends upon which URL path is active at this time. But how do I know that dynamically? In order to access that information, I need to have the access to the history prop that is provided by React Router. If we take a look at the API documentation for route in React Router DOM, we can see that it has a prop called render. This render is a higher order function that can display another component. The documentation also says that this prop function has access to all route props, including the history prop that we are looking for. This means if we change our top level route to render the app bar and access the value of path based on the history props, we should be able to access the currently active path, which will serve as a value prop for tabs component. Let's try that. Back in the code, I will first add a render prop to route. Then I will add a function as a value which renders our current implementation of app bar. I will test the current implementation to make sure that the routes still work when the tabs are clicked. The console is still logging the invalid value for tabs component, so let's fix that now. I will add the history to the function and add the value prop to tabs component. I will add history.location.pathname to access the current path name. And with that, when I now click on any of these tabs, the corresponding paths are added to the value prop of tabs component. Also, as I navigate between the tabs, the current tab is highlighted visually. This is because the value is also added to one of the tab components under the tabs, and with a valid value prop, tabs know how to highlight them. However, there is one final issue with this implementation. When I go to the root of the application, the problem resurfaces. This is because the top level path, which is / is not among the valid values under any of the tab under the tabs component. We can fix this by checking if the path is not root, use that as the value for value prop, otherwise add false as the value. Setting the value to false means that we do not want any tab active. And with that, now when you click any tab or even go to the root of the page, the error no longer appears. Fantastic! I hope that you can now confidently add routing to your Material UI components using what you have learned today in this video. If you like the content, consider subscribing us for more content, or tell us what difficulties you face when developing applications, and we will cover them in one of our future videos. Thank you for your time and keep creating good things.